Here's yet another example of why I call LeBron James the most interesting man in the history of sports. Every game, there's always something going on with him, some subplot, some new backstory, some sideshow narrative. I'm not saying LeBron premeditates these storylines. He just lives in this unique force field out of which these new plot lines just naturally spring. Case in point, 3 games ago, LeBron had the hottest shooting night of his career. Hit 9 of 10 threes at Brooklyn, received a standing ovation from a crowd of mostly Nets fans. I said on the day's next show that LeBron's history has been that he'll have a hot night from 3, he'll fall back in love with the 3, then he'll follow it up with a 2 for 10 night. He's a career 34.8% three-point shooter. That ranks 171st among active players. And remember, during last year's playoffs, LeBron James set the all-time playoff record for consecutive missed threes in fourth quarters with 19 straight missed three-point shots in fourth quarters. And in the 4 fourth quarters of the conference finals against Denver, he was a combined 1 of 10. So what did LeBron do following his 9 of 10 night at Brooklyn? He attempted only 1 3 at Toronto, And he did make it. And last night he attempted only 1 3 at Washington. What? And he missed it. What's going on? LeBron definitely did not fall back in love with the 3, even though he's shooting a career-high 42% from 3. My best guess is LeBron has shrewdly decided to protect that 42% by pretty much shutting it down from 3 through the end of the regular season. This way, his supporters and apologists, one of them sitting across the table from me right now, can try to further his GOAT case by countering his below-average career three-point stats with, yeah, but he shot 42% in year 21. He improved dramatically. At least that's my theory. So, Paul Pierce, I'll let you start us off before we get to the apologist across the table. What do you think is going on with the last 2 games of LeBron's three-point shooting?
I mean, listen, Skip, if you shoot 9 for 10 from 3, going into the next game, they force him to drive.
Is that it?
That force him to drive.
Defense,
Don't let
all defense?
I mean, you want an older 39-year-old driving to the hole because you feel like he can't consistently do that all game.
I don't know about that.
He's doing it. I mean, it's obvious he's shooting 42% from 3, and guess what? He's shooting 48% from 3 since All-Star break. On the year, he's shooting better than Curry and Clay. Notable three-point names. I mean, I don't know what else is. There's only one guy shooting better than him, Sam Hauser from the Boston Celtics, since the All-Star break. He's the only one shooting better than LeBron since All-Star break.
Okay, so are you not surprised he tried only 1 and 1?
The scouting report changed. Get up on him. Make him drive now. Come on now. Get up on him. Make him drive. I come up a 9 or 10 shooting. Make them drive.
Yeah, but I know you would have got up at least 6 or 7 the next game.
Yeah, I mean, I would have went for the record next game.
That's what I'm saying.
But, I mean, it's like maybe it's a scouting report. Maybe he is trying to protect that 42%.
He might be.
I don't know. Maybe he
just
should.
might
Maybe
be, Keyshawn. I think I'm on the right track here.
What is he protecting? He's got to play next season.
Okay, but
this is a 42%.
Yeah, but a career high for a season.
That's all you need.
It's not his career high.
I know, but now you can argue
your GOAT case.
Yeah, it's a GOAT case.
That's a GOAT. For 1 year, he was the best three-point shooter in the league. For 1 year.
First of all, he's not the best three-point shooter in the league. He's at 42%. You just said Sam Hauser is at 50%
this year. But since the All-Star break, he's shooting 48%, second in the league.
Come on, Paul, don't fall for this.
No.
He's trying to preserve.
No, this is another GOAT case for sure.
It's a GOAT case.
Oh, God, stop, man.
I'll hear it after the season.
The man has taken on exactly what you said he should be doing, allowing his teammates to get involved. He had 29 shots, I believe, when he had the 9 for 10. I believe he put 20. I believe he shot.
He didn't shoot that much.
I think he did shoot that much. It wasn't that much?
No, it wasn't that much.
You sure?
100%.
Okay, but he is not trying to protect a shooting percentage from 3. That's utterly ridiculous.
Why not?
Because he's gotten everybody else involved in the flow of the game now.
What that got to do with, how you go from shooting 10 threes?
Because I don't need to shoot. I don't need to shoot 10 right now. Okay? Because everybody else is doing their jobs. I don't feel a necessary pressure to have to put up all these points and do all these things.
Three-point shot is the most common shot. You can get that anytime down.
Thank you.
You should be able to get a three-point shot anytime down.
But he probably don't want to shoot it in those particular games. Now he gonna come out against Cleveland, and I predict he gonna put up at least 8. Is what I predict against Cleveland at home on Saturday. I think it's Saturday they play each other. But you sitting there saying he's trying to preserve his skill.
But look. If you look at the three-point shots he took versus Brooklyn, fadeaways off the one leg, going just step back 3, and then to go in and shoot 1 and 2. I'm like, you could say either he's protecting it or the scouting report changed to say make him drive in these two bad teams.
That may be the case.
Anytime he wants to step back and shoot a 3, he'll step back and shoot a 3. He'll logo 3 it.
If he makes a decision he does not want to shoot it, though, Skip, in those 2 games, why is that a problem?
Well, it's not a problem. He's just obviously protecting 42% because it sounds great. And you will throw it back at me after the season, sometime in the summertime. We'll have the GOAT debate, and you'll say, he just shot 42% from 3.
No, I'm not going to say he just shot 42% from 3.
That's definitely a GOAT debate. Definitely 100%.
For who?
For LeBron. Like, when you go down this list, his resume, and you be like, oh, he can't shoot. Oh, what about the 1 year he made 42% from 3? Wow. Oh, he can't shoot. Look at that. But this is right there.
You can cherry pick in sports. You can cherry pick statistics from anybody if you choose to.
Well, that's what GOAT debates are.
You could say, oh, this dude caught these many passes this year, so blah, blah, blah. This guy hit these many home runs, blah, blah. You can do that all day long.
Yeah, but if you have a career high, you up there, you shoot better than Curry and Clay in a year.
Y'all crazy, man.
That's going to be somebody going to say that's going to be brought up. That's definitely going to be brought up.
First of all, nobody's going to bring that up when everybody knows his career three-point career from the time he came in to where he is today is low. We all know that. We all know he's not a great free throw shooter.
This is the first time in the history of this show you've acknowledged that on air.
What are you talking about?
You actually acknowledged it. You always say, oh, you're nitpicking him.
Because that's what you do.
No, I don't. I mean, 34.8% is not nitpicking.
But everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
I don't think the blind witnesses out there know.
Oh, God, stop. Everybody knows that. There's blind witnesses for every athlete on every single team. That's just blind witnesses. There's blind witnesses to Michael Jordan. Because everybody talk about
There's
MJ.
Nothing to be blind about.
He's 6-0 in the playoffs, but he lost before he got 6-0 in championships, but nobody talks about the times he wasn't getting there. The only thing you want to bring up, well, he dropped 63 at the Garden against Larry Bird, and Larry Bird called him, what did he say? I think I saw Jesus or something.
God disguised as Michael Jordan.
Yeah, God disguised as Michael Jordan. That's the only thing you want to bring up. That's the only thing. Everybody forgets about that.
You know, that should have closed the GOAT debate. That statement coming out of Larry Bird's mouth, that's all you need to know. It's God disguised as Michael Jordan. End of the conversation.
Man.
Right?
I love Mike, too, okay? But I'm not getting ready to just sit up here and say that this man is trying to preserve a 42-point three-point percentage this year, and he don't want to shoot threes no more because it's going to go down.
Hey, you think he'll shoot 9, 10 threes? No, you think he'll? We got 5 games left. You think he'll shoot 10 threes again this season?
In one single game?
Yeah.
I think 8 will be the max.
8?
You got 8 against Cleveland?
Yeah, I got 8 against Cleveland.
I would bet you, but I know that LeBron watches, and if I bet you, he'll do me in. He'll foil me. He'll lose the bet for me. He'll put up 10 against Cleveland if I say he won't make it.
So you think he going out there to shoot 10 threes
to win you a bet?
To win me a bet because he watched the show just to get at you. So he getting ready to cost his team a game because come on,
he'll shoot 8 if he's got it going. If he missed like his first 3, I'm not sure he'll shoot another one.
No, I think he will. I think he'll go whatever it is. He'll go 1 of 7 or 1 of 8. If that's whatever it is, he'll do it. That's what I think. I think it's going to take him. For them to beat Cleveland, it's going to take that type of effort from him along with other players.
I don't know. Cleveland is okay.
No, but I'm just... The Lakers is rolling right now, and he hasn't the last 2 games outside of the Brooklyn game, put more threes than the one up. That's true. He's shot 2 threes in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Keyshawn, you got to admit, that's weird. That's just weird.
It's not weird.
It is weird.
It's what Paul is saying, that one, they probably making him make these adjustments from a defensive strategy standpoint because he's coming off a game where he was 9 or 10. So they're saying, don't give him that shot. Make him drive. That could be true. Okay, at the same time, what also could be true is I want to get everybody else going and getting them involved. I don't need to take all these threes. That could be true, too. But I can tell you what's not true is him trying to preserve 42%.
Why not? I love that number. In fact, I'm obviously all about Jordan, but if you tell me that LeBron played an 82-game schedule and played most of the games and shot 42% from 3, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah,
that's a big point in your favor. It just is. Come on.
It's not in my favor because I know he's a 35% free. 35%.
I've been a solid three-point shooter my whole career, and I don't think I've ever shot 42%.
Did you shoot 40?
I fought 40 a couple times.
Did you?
40,
Okay.
41.
Hard,
I'm not saying.
It's hard.
I'm not saying.
That's a great stat for the resume, though.
I'm not saying he.
That's a great stat.
I'm knocking him down. He this year, for whatever reason, he's knocking him down consistently. Now, is that 42%? What is that? How do you get to 42? What is the context of that?
That 9 or 10 got him to 42.
No, but is it how many attempts has he had this year? Does he lead? Is he one of the top 5 attempts?
Probably not. Probably not. No.
If he's attempting less.
He attempts per game 5.2, and 2 years ago he shot 8 a game. He tried 8 a game, so it's down a little bit.
So it's down.
Yeah.
So the less he shoot, the higher the percentage.
Well, that's not true. That doesn't always matter.
Well, it matters for him because if he was shooting those same 8, and he was missing however many, that percentage would be down. He's shooting less.
Yeah.
So therefore he's making more. Because he's shooting less, that percentage is going to go up, Skip.
Okay, all right. I'm going to reiterate what I opened this up with. During last year's playoffs, in the fourth quarters, he set the all-time playoff record, missing 19 straight threes in fourth quarters. And against Denver, obviously, in the 4 fourth quarters, he was 1 of 10.
Yeah.
But 19 straight? So in the context of 19 straight, to come out of that, to go into the offseason lab and fix your three-point shot, he did that. He did not fix his free throw shooting, but he fixed his three-point shot because that's an achievement to come off 19 straight misses in fourth quarters of playoff games and shoot 42% over an 82-game schedule. That's impressive.
What did I tell you earlier about getting Denver early versus getting them late?
Yeah.
I know you can, he's $2 million in his body and all that.
I don't say that. Everybody else says it.
But in the end, and Paul's a shooter, when you don't have no legs underneath you, it's hard. It is. I mean, here's a guy. You ask him.
Yeah.
I'm not Ray Allen. I ain't got just a flick of the wrist.
Where'd his legs go?
He's tired. He's 38 years old.
Well, Denver is still
out of gas.
Denver's gonna be Denver where you see him in the first round.
No, I'm just saying. Skip talking about throughout the playoffs. Though.
Yeah.
Throughout the playoffs, he shot that. Missed 18 straight.
19 in a row.
That's throughout the playoffs, but that right there don't got nothing to do with legs.
He was shooting that. I
mean, he had legs in the first round.
No, but I don't think a lot of that is in the Denver.
A lot of that was Denver?
A lot of that is Denver.
Man, Denver is not a cool place to play.
No. Tell him that.
No.
Educate Skip.
You can't even breathe in Denver half the time.
Educate Skip.
You can't breathe 10,000 feet in the air.
I don't know. I've run a bunch of long runs in Denver, distance runs. I never had any trouble with it at all. I've run 20-mile runs in Denver.
No, you ain't ran no 20 miles.
I have.
20 miles.
I have many times. I have.
You probably have.
I have.
20 miles.
Everybody asked me about my experience to playing in Denver. I don't remember the difference. I didn't feel. I was young. I was just out there running around.
It's different. You stop and go. When you got to run back and forth on the court, you feel that. That's a different type of air in there.
And that may be
That's
true.
a different air in there. I feel it every time.
What happened against Denver to LeBron last year wasn't about his legs.
He felt that. It was his lungs.
It was about his throat. as in, he was choking his guts out. But that's okay.
I can't.
He can redeem himself this year if they get him early, right?
They just called the man a choker. The
Well,
man,
he was choking his gut.
man got like
you
4
know it, and I
NBA
know
titles, of multiple MVPs. And, man, stop.
All right. So up next, LeVar Ball says he has no regrets over his involvement in his son's basketball careers. Should he have any? We're about to discuss.
I ran into him.